What's going on, you guys? It is Isaac, and welcome back to another horror story video. Today we're going to be discussing the crimes of Pedro Rodriguez Filho and how he was a vigilante killer who targeted other criminals and later turned into a YouTuber. Let's get straight into this and make sure you drop a like. This is the story of Pedro Filho, a serial murderer who targeted criminals during his mass killing sprees. Born June 17th, 1954, in Sapuchi, Brazil, and I know I just butchered that, but let's disregard that. He was born with a damaged skull, an injury which occurred during his mother's pregnancy. His father beat his mother while she was pregnant with him. He was also physically abused during his childhood. His murderous thoughts began at the age of 13. He also claimed at this age he attempted to murder his own cousin by pushing them into a sugarcane press. This attempted murder was unsuccessful and was not confirmed to have happened. Shortly later on in Pedro's life, at the age of 14, he had his first victim, after his father was fired from his job. His father was fired after being accused of stealing food as a security officer at a school kitchen. This made Pedro furious, so he ended up claiming his first victim. The victim being Pedro's father's boss. He murdered him with a shotgun, and not even a month later, Pedro claimed another victim, another guard at the school that he believed to be the actual thief. After killing his two victims, he took refuge in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where his crime spree only continued. He would rob the local slums there. He then soon after met a woman who would later become his fiancée. She was later on murdered by gang members. Pedro, being furious by this, would soon after commit a mass murder during a wedding organized by the gang's leader. During this event, he and some friends murdered 7 people and injured another 16. He had a few more instances after this of killing that really shaped him into the vigilante murderer he later becomes. What really led him to become a full-on vigilante was him finding out his father murdered his mother when he was just 17 years old. He ended up visiting his father in prison, as his father was serving his sentence for the murder. Pedro then stabbed him 22 times while visiting him in prison. He then carved his father's heart out after the murder and bit a piece of it and spit it out. His vigilante killing spree begun shortly after. He would target criminals by looking up their name and addresses before brutally killing them. His favorite methods to kill were using knives and blades. He would kill many criminals. He was then arrested on May 24, 1973. He was arrested and placed into a cop car with another criminal, a rapist. He then murdered that man. Even while in prison, his murder spree continued. He claimed the lives of up to 47 inmates. Some of these murders were brought on by the hatred other inmates had toward Pedro. In one instance, he was being attacked in prison. He murdered 3 of the attackers and injured another 2. His other murders in the prison were chosen at random, such as a career criminal he killed because he claimed he snored too much. He also said he killed other inmates because the thrill of killing another criminal was wonderful and satisfying. Pedro was almost released later on in 2003 due to the fact Brazilian law states they can't hold a prisoner more than 30 years, but his request was denied due to the murders he committed while incarcerated. He was later on released on April 24, 2007, despite the fact he killed up to 71 to 100 people. He only served 34 years in prison. Later on, in a rural home, he was rearrested on September 15, 2011 and convicted of riots and false imprisonment. He was later sentenced to 8 years in prison for these charges. He was then released in 2018, serving out more than his original sentence, and since started a YouTube channel documenting his experiences in life. His channel name is Pendero X Matador, and I know I probably butchered that, so my apologies, which translates to Bendrejo X Killer. My God, I'm butchering that one. I'm sorry, guys. He used his channel to share his thoughts about crimes that shocked the country of Brazil. He is also planning to create a documentary about his life. He has stated at the age of 67, when asked if he'd kill again, he will not kill again. He said, "No, I would only kill again if someone came to my life or the lives of the people I love who are my family." His channel has garnered 252,000 subscribers and 17 million views. He still uploads consistent podcasts to this very day, living as a free man. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That'll conclude this horror story for today. If you like this video, please drop a like on it and drop a comment of future videos you do want to see, and I will be sure to drop more vlogs, live streams, etc. I've been lacking on the content. I've just been busy in life. If you haven't seen that video explaining why, go check it out. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next.